Hi, my name is Luke Watson. I'm here doing my PGM Level 2 videos. This is my third and final lesson here with Mike McGuire. Mike, thanks again for doing this. We made a lot of progress today. We just got done with an hour lesson on practicing. That is my third and final lesson. As I mentioned before, the first lesson was full swing, second was short game, and we also touched on short game here in this third and final lesson, but the focus was about practicing. Mike, we talked about a little bit before in the intro video about what these alignment rods were out here for. This is something, alignment rods are $2 at Ace Hardware or somewhere, but the reason we put them out there is to visualize and basically condense our target. So like I mentioned, we're not just flying it at every pin. Every green is not flat, it's not straightforward. Sometimes it's running away from us, it's running into us. This specific chip here that I've got set up behind me, it's slightly going to the left, so I've got the alignment rod set up slightly to the right, and that's to help Mike pick out his target. Also, it is running away from us. Mike, is that making sense? I know we talked about it. At first, tell me what you think.
It's just pretty cool for me to see these simple things used in practice. Like you were saying earlier, obviously when I'm out there, I just want to get the ball as close as I can to the pin, but never have I ever thought about actually an aim point. It was all just, let's see what feels the best to try to get as close as I can. But to add strategy and science behind it with just simple things like these alignment rods, it's just cool to see, and things that I can work on and things that I can progress doing.
Wonderful. And I mentioned to Mike, obviously we're here at Old Sawmill Golf Club. This is the chipping green putting green. As most putting greens, it's pretty flat, so I tried to pick the most target to a hole that I could. But one thing I talked to Mike about is, you're not always going to be able to get aggressive and go straight at a hole. Sometimes a pin can be right next to a false edge, or it can be tucked right next to the edge of the green. Sometimes you got to take your medicine and you got to learn how to aim away from a pin. Sometimes 10 feet coming back to a pin is a good shot. You're not always going to be able to just cozy it up to 2 feet to a pretty flat pin. So that was something we also mentioned. I moved the